Hi, I'm Disciplined Dave, where I put the technique in your physique. In this video today, we're really going to do an intense workout with our arms. We're going to be using a lot of variation of equipment. The equipment that we're going to be using today is going to be some dumbbells, and then we're going to use some bands that were provided by Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet. If you really check out their channel there, they have over 2 million viewers. They're all about using great technique and especially helping people out through injuries or recovering from rehab. Check that out because they have a lot of good information. They literally helped me out with a shoulder injury a couple of years back. Now, let's make sure that we go ahead and dive in real deep and get in our workout to get the maximum tension in our arms so they can grow and they can get all that great definition.
Perfect.
All right, y'all, so we're gonna begin with a warm-up here of a 3-minute jog up and down the stairs, and that's gonna get us in that fat burning zone when we start our resistance training. So we're going to begin here with going heavy with our dumbbells. This is the time we're going to have the most energy to take advantage of maximum muscle growth. So we're going to do sets of 6 to 8 of these, and you're alternating. So we're going 1, 2, and pay attention to the technique. So we're going to grab our dumbbells, and we're going to make sure that we're going to put our feet in. Take a look at the feet at a staggered stance, okay? And we're gonna make sure we're well balanced. And then we're gonna come up, squeeze. Up, squeeze. When I say squeeze, I mean that bicep. So we're twisting our wrists as we come up, and we're coming down, slow and controlled. Now the main thing you want to remember when you're doing these curls is you're going to come up and pivot, twist that wrist to get that full contraction, and you're going to squeeze right here at the top. Pivot, squeeze. So next we have what I call the side hammer twist. This is a modification of hammer curls. So we're going to do each arm 4 to 6 reps. You should start to struggle at 4, and if you can push it out, make it to 6. So let's get started. We're going to grab the dumbbell, and this time we're going to be in a cowboy stance instead of the staggered. This is staggered, this is cowboy. All right? So we're gonna make sure we have a good brace, and we're gonna use this other arm to balance. We're gonna grab it, and we're gonna curl from the side, keeping the dumbbell close to our body. So now we're going to use some resistance bands to get our arms even stronger. And today I'm using Bob and Brad's band. So we're going to get started with using their door stopper and put it through our band that we're going to use. Put it right here on the bottom of our door. Making sure the door is secure. And we're going to grab the bands and we're going to start off with tension, very important. And then we're going to come up, squeeze, and hold. Going to hold for about 2 to 3 seconds. Up and hold. If you need more tension, just step back a little bit. Coming up, holding. We're going to do 15 reps of these, recommending 3 sets.
Perfect, perfect,
Remember, we want to keep those wrists bent backwards. Twist at the top, squeeze those biceps. And when we get to the end, what I want you to do is hold, 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 hold. Keep holding, squeezing, hold, 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 hold till you can't hold anymore. And release. Now our next exercise, you want to pay attention very carefully on the form on this one, because this is going to alter it from being a lat exercise to your triceps. And we want to work out our triceps. So we're going to take that door stopper that we were using and we're going to put it now at the top of the door. Now add a little bit more resistance, but adjust it as you can with this exercise of doing 6 to 8. It should get tough at 6 and get to the point where it's nearly impossible at 8. That's the right rep range and tension to adjust it. So you're going to grab your handles and you're going to make sure that you start off with tension right here, feeling that on your arms. And what you're going to do is, instead of your arms being straight, this is the variation. If we do this with a straight arm, when we come down, we're working out our lats. But what we want to do is start with a bent arm here. So we want to make sure that our feet are planted. We're going to try as much as possible to remain on our heels, and we're going to come down and squeeze those triceps. So next we're going to do tricep kickbacks. Now with this exercise, it's very important not to cut yourself short, because a lot of people with this exercise load up weight and they don't get full extension. And by full extension, I mean this. When you grab your weight, and this is how a kickback works, you're grabbing the weight and you're kicking it back until your arm is contracted. The key is until your arm is contracted. So don't go halfway up and thinking you're doing something. You're not. What you want to do is all the way and squeeze. And actually, to get the best contraction, there's a slight pivot of exterior rotation going away from the body with the hand. And that right there, if you can tell with the tricep, contracts it a lot more. So that's the motion we're going up. We're going up, pivot, full extension. And when I say full extension, your elbow is going to be fully locked. And that little difference, that little minute difference is everything but the triceps. So make sure you do it that way. Now let's go ahead and get started. We're going to grab our weight, use this hand to plant, And what we're gonna do is kick that butt out and keep our back straight. And then we're gonna extend out. I want you to do 6 to 8 on each side.
Perfect, perfect, perfect,
I'm gonna grab the other side. Same thing. Now this time we're going to take our door stopper and we're going to put it in the middle, right underneath the lock, because we're going to go in an upward motion and we want to make sure that it catches onto the lock and doesn't slide up any further. Alright, so we're going to grab our handles and we're going to get in front and we're going to start off with tension and we're going to come forward with our triceps all the way into a locking motion. And you're gonna go forward until they lock and squeeze those triceps. Now you can also do this with dumbbells, shown right here. Except for you're gonna do it with a single arm alternative. Same number of reps, 6 to 8, slow and controlled, full extension. Okay, so now we're going to use the Bob and Brad's loop bands, and these loop bands here are going to help us with the finishers here. They have a great set of different variety of bands. I like a combination of tube style and loop style. If you're interested in workouts with those, if you have either or at home, I have a whole playlist only using bands, so go ahead and check those out. Now we're going to grab this loop band and we're going to put it through the door stopper. And then, so it's going to be just like this. This is how the loop's going to look. Then we're going to grab the other end and put it through itself in the loop. And then we're going to make it tight, just like so. Going to grab our door anchor, put it right here at the top. And then we're going to grab our band where tension starts, where we're at about a 90-degree angle. Right when that tension starts, and we're going to keep our feet planted, our chest forward, and we're going to come down and squeeze our triceps at the end. We want to remember full extension all the way down. Keep your chest forward. Don't have your booty out like this and come forward this way. You want to make sure that you're only using your arm in this workout. If you find it pulling you forward and you can't stay stable, go lighter. They have a lot of variations of different linear stretches on all the different bands. We're gonna grab our other side and do the same thing. Full extension, lock, back. Lock, back. That's a great thing about incorporating resistance bands in your weight training, is that you'll get the strength curve all the way at the end where the full contraction is to really make those muscles pop. And if you enjoyed everything you see today, just go ahead and check out the other videos. I have a whole loop band series I show on tube bands there, and I have general conversations about what to eat and about supplements. So if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe or check those videos out next.